profitability ratios can be helping the company to know how the profit is according to the sales of the company. The ratio between the sales and the profit will be indicated here by using these profitability ratios. What is the percentage of profit that you are earning on the sales? So this may be divided into gross profit ratio, net profit ratio, operating ratio. So earning power, dividend yield, price earning ratio, these things I am not going to discuss here. Only the first three I am going to discuss. So gross profit ratio means here gross profit will be indicated. How you are going to get this is after deducting the expenses of all the manufacturing related expenses, direct expenses of the company in producing a product, whatever the profit that is left over, that will be giving you gross profit. And net profit will be obtained by deducting all the administrative selling related expenses will be there, no, those who are indirectly involved in selling your product. So all those expenses will be deducted from the gross profit, then you will get this net profit, which is called as what? Net profit. As for gross salary and net salary, in the same manner gross profit and net profit is used here. So gross salary means without paying taxes and all, you are going to get some amount, no? So that is gross salary. In the same manner, gross profit here. For example, I am telling for comparison. The amount is left over, that is called as net salary, no? So in the same manner, which are indirect expenses will be there to the company. So all those indirect expenses, if you deduct, that will give you the net profit. So from where you are going to deduct this indirect expenses means from the gross profit. So how this is going to be identified, that I will give you in detail now while discussing the problem. So these ratios will help the company to know what is the percentage of profitability, profit that the company is going to earn on sales. So for that, these ratios will be helping you. So let us take a small problem for that to identify this. So here it is given, sales are given, administrative expenses, different expenses was given here, opening stock, closing stock, depreciation, selling and distribution. So all these will help you to identify the gross profit and the net profit, how to calculate the gross profit and how to calculate the net profit. When it is directly given, you need not apply these things, but if it is given like this indirectly, you need to identify gross profit and net profit first, and you need to calculate what? Gross profit ratio, stock turnover ratio, and operating ratio from this problem. There is no need of calculating the net profit ratio. So how to solve this? Let us see. First, let us calculate the gross profit ratio. Always you have to keep the headings. Gross profit ratio is equal to, formula is gross profit divided by net sales into 100. So you have to keep in mind, when you are going to calculate the profitability ratios, you have to multiply it with 100. That means profitability ratios will be obtained in percentages. Okay. So if it is gross profit ratio, gross profit by net sales, always the denominator will be same, only the numerator will be changing for profitability ratios. That you keep in mind, which will be making you to remember the formulas of these ratios. So net sales means here, so this can be calculated by using this formula, sales minus sales returns. So total sales will be given and sales returns value will be given. So you deduct from this sales, that will give you net sales. Let us see here in the previous slide. You can see here both the information was given here. See, sales was given 10 lakhs 40,000 and sales returns you can see below the closing stock. You see, you follow the cursor where I am showing. So sales returns here. Sales returns is given here 40,000, right? So that if you deduct, you will get the net sales. You have to keep always in mind net sales are required. Whenever sales returns are given, you deduct from the sales, okay? And then only you take the sales value. So now let us deduct that. So sales is 10 lakhs 40,000 minus 40,000. So it is easy, no need of calci using here. So 10 lakhs is left over now. So that is net sales. And how you are going to get this gross profit? So take this formula. Gross profit is equal to sales minus cost of goods sold. Everyone take down this formula. Cost of goods sold. If you deduct from the sales, that will give you gross profit. So how this cost of goods sold can be calculated? So for this also we have formula. So I am giving in short to represent this cost of goods sold as COGS. COGS is nothing but the cost of goods sold. Okay. So this is equal to opening stock plus purchases minus purchase returns minus closing stock. Okay. Opening stock plus purchases minus purchase returns minus closing stock. Okay. So how much it is given opening stock? Let us go to the previous slide. So let us first of all look after the values that was given under each heading. See here, opening stock is given 1,52,500, right? And closing stock is given 1,97,000. Everyone take down these values. And purchases are given 6,44,500. Is there any purchase returns value is there here? Not there. So purchase returns you take it as 0. Okay. 1,52,500 plus 6,44,500. You add both this opening stock plus purchases, no? So how much you will get? How much it is? 6,44,500 plus 1,52,500. Be careful while taking the values. Okay, so this will give you how much? 7,97,000 minus closing stock. Purchase returns are not there, no, only closing stock is there. So minus closing stock, no. So minus you deduct from here, minus 1,97,000. 97,000. Okay. Be careful while taking zeros also. Okay. So now what is the leftover amount? This is 6 lakhs. 6 lakh rupees is the cost of goods sold we are going to get. Let us go to the slide. So substitute all these values you have to show in the answer sheet also. 1,52,000 closing stock plus 6,44,000 purchases minus closing, closing stock is 1,97,000. Opening stock is 1,52,000. So you, after deducting the result we got, it is 6 lakhs, right? So now you substitute these values. We are having cost of goods sold value as well as the sales value, right? So here net sales you have to take. Here I have given you wrong. Take here 10 lakhs, not 10 lakhs 40,000. Okay. So this I thought of changing, but I have not changed. Okay. So 10 lakhs minus 6 lakhs. What is the result? 4 lakhs, no? So 4 lakhs we will get the gross profit. Only 4 lakhs you have to take. Here a mistake is there. Instead of 10 lakhs 40,000, you take it as 10 lakhs. Okay. 10 lakhs minus 6 lakhs you have to take here. 4 lakhs will be the result here of gross profit. So now we are having gross profit as 4 lakhs and the net sales we have 10 lakhs here. So we can substitute these values in the gross profit ratio formula. So substitute. So gross profit ratio is equal to, gross profit is 4 lakhs. Here I am showing it as 440, but don't take it as 440. It is 4 lakhs divided by net sales is 10 lakhs. No, 10 lakhs you take. 10 lakhs into 100. So 4 lakhs divided by 10 lakhs means you cancel these zeros. How many zeros are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 plus 2. 6 zeros are there. Here below 6 zeros are there. Right? So you strike off those. It will be very easy instead of using calci. Only 44 is left over now. So 44 percentage. Because we are multiplying it with 100, you have to take it as 44%. Here not 44. Here it is 40. Only 4 lakhs gross profit. No? So 40 you take it here. 40%. So this is how you are going to calculate the gross profit ratio. What this 40% indicates is that on net sales you are earning 40%. This company is earning 40% of gross profit by selling 10 lakhs of sales. If the company is having 10 lakhs of sales, it is earning the gross profit of 40% of that 10 lakhs. So like that, this gross profit ratio will help to identify how much they are earning. Okay. So that is the purpose of gross profit ratio. So now next what we need to calculate is stock turnover ratio. Na? So that let us calculate now. Keep heading as calculation of stock turnover ratio. So stock turnover ratio is equal to, already we have calculated this inventory turnover ratio in the previous class. So cost of goods sold divided by, formula is cost of goods sold divided by average inventory. Already we have calculated here cost of goods sold. You need not calculate it again. Okay, we got here 6 lakh rupees. No, so that you use here. To identify the average inventory, what is the information that was given here? Let us see. Let us go to the slide, previous slide. So average inventory. For calculating this average inventory, see here, opening stock is there, closing stock is there. You add this, both this opening stock and closing stock, and divide it with 2. So let us go to the solution. So add this, both this opening stock and closing stock, 1,52,500, 1,52,500 plus 1,97,000 3,49,500. No, divide it with 2. That will give you 1,74,750 is the average stock. Don't divide 1,97,000 divided by 2, and then if you add to 1,52,500, your average stock will be different. So you have to add both these values and then only you divide with 2. Okay. So here if it is better if you use here braces. So take braces here before 1,52,500 and after 1,97,000. That will be better. So that it is missing here. Okay. So then you will get 1,74,750 average stock. So that only you show here. 1,74,750 rupees. Okay, we are having both these values now. Cost of goods sold is now available and the average stock is available. So substitute these values in this formula. 6 lakhs divided by 1,74,750. How much we will get? 6 lakhs divided by 174,750. 3.43. 3.43 is the ratio, stock turnover ratio. What is the standard ratio of stock turnover ratio that I have given you in the previous class? 9:1 is the standard ratio. Right? Comment there. You have to write the comment here. I have not written. You have to write down there. The standard stock turnover ratio is 9:1, whereas the calculated is 3.43:1. So which is less than the standard ratio. So which shows that the data's turnover ratio is not satisfactory. Okay. So always keep in mind you have to compare the ratios with the standard ratios. And if it is more than that, say it as satisfactory. And if it is less than the standard, you write it as not satisfactory. Okay. So that comment you have to write there. And what is the third ratio that we need to calculate is operating ratio. Okay. So operating ratio, how we are going to get? Take down the formula, everyone. Operating ratio is equal to operating expenses divided by net sales into 100. Because this is profitability ratio, you have to multiply it with 100. So how much we are having operating expenses? So operating expenses means how you are going to get, take down this formula, cost of goods sold plus administrative expenses plus selling distribution expenses. You add all these things to 6 lakhs. Already we know cost of goods sold is 6 lakhs, no? So 6 lakhs plus how much of administrative expenses are there? Let us go to the problem. See your administrative expenses. Under administrative expenses, what all the information is given that you add. And under selling and distribution expenses, here some information is given, no? Salaries, advertising, conveyance. So add these things. How much you are going to get? 54. Let us take calci. 54,000 plus rent is 5,400 plus printing is 5,000 plus depreciation 18,600, other expenses 33,000. So this is 1,16,000. Everyone note down there. Okay. Administrative expenses are 1,16,000 and selling and distribution expenses are 30,600 plus 9,400 advertising plus conveyance 4,000. So 44,000. Okay. So these things you have to sum up. Let us add here to cost of goods sold is equal to, we got 1,16,000 as administrative expenses na in the calci, and selling and distribution we have obtained this 44,000. You add all these three. So how much you will get? 44,000 plus 1,16,000 plus 6 lakhs. 7,60,000 rupees we go operating expenses. There. So here we have calculated net sales, no, 10 lakhs we got. So that you use here. So 7,60,000 rupees is the operating expenses that we have obtained now. And 10 lakhs already we have calculated while calculating the gross profit. You need not calculate again if it is related with one single problem. Once if you calculate, that is enough. So you calculate that on the top of the problem. If it is ratio is equal to how much you are getting, 7,60,000 divided by net sales is 10 lakhs, no? So 10 lakhs into 100 you take. So you deduct, strike off these zeros. 6 zeros are there on numerator and denominator. You strike off those. So leftover will be 76. 76 is leftover. You indicate that as percentage, 76%. If you have any doubt, you can use the CALC also. 7,60,000 divided by 10 lakhs into 100. See, 76 we got now. The same we have shown there. Okay, 76% is the operating ratio. So this is how you are going to find out the solution. Okay, so what this 76% is indicating is among net sales, the expenses, operating expenses was covered 76%. All these expenses was covered here. Okay, so for that operating ratio will be helping. So these are the two profitability ratios. One it is gross profit ratio and the other one is operating ratio. So because it is given here in between STR, we have calculated that also in the problem it is mentioned, no? So for that we have calculated the stock turnover ratio. So any doubts in understanding this?